Hey everyone. If you have seen my videos before, welcome back. If you are new to this channel, I welcome you as well. My name is Ross. I'm an intuitive counselor, and I'm super passionate about helping women and men who are tired of living their life for others and feeling ready to put themselves first. So in today's video, I wanted to talk a bit about anxiety and pondering this question of, is anxiety actually your ally? And on that note, I just want to kind of perhaps give you some information that might shift your perspective on anxiety. And, I guess the first thing I want to say is that I absolutely struggled with anxiety for years. With a bit of a twist, though. I had no idea what anxiety was. Um, we're living in a time right now where anxiety is a real buzzword, and it seems like everyone is talking about it. So many struggle with it. And I just want to say that it's very real and it can be very detrimental. It can keep us from doing the things we need to do on a daily basis. And so it's important to really highlight that at first. So everything that I'm saying is not about undermining what anxiety is, but I do want to give you some context as to, what it is really, what's really going on in terms of our body and the mechanics of our body and in relation to our nervous system. And so I'll start there. So first off, anxiety is meant to be a signal that something has gone out of balance in our world, in our environment. Uh, our nervous system is always scanning for threats of safety and threats of or signs of danger or cues of danger. And that means that when we're feeling anxiety, it's a signal, kind of like the check engine light on your dashboard. Uh, the only thing is, it's harder to put a piece of tape over that. So it's like it's harder to mask the feelings that are coming from anxiety. So this signal is telling you that there's something not right. And if you rearrange the letters of anxiety, you actually get any exit. And any exit relates to the fight or flight response. So when we're feeling anxiety, we're actually also feeling a fight or flight response, which means we want to run or hide. And that's really important because in the context of our everyday life, what that looks like is there's problems that we're facing that we can't bring a solution to. In other words, if we can do something about, fight or flight is a solution to a problem. And a lot of the problems that we face on an emotional, relational level, we don't have a solution to. And if I think back to times when I had a lot of anxiety, later in that time, one of the things that comes to mind is being faced with struggle in relationship and being told that something needed to change and things weren't going well, and I got so emotionally confronted with the threat of disconnection, the threat of a loss of that relationship, that I couldn't resource myself. I couldn't find a solution to the problem. And to be sitting in that state and not be able to find a solution to the problem and not knowing what to do is very, very challenging. And that is a problem, one problem that I'm sharing as an example, but there's many. Knowing that you're not going to do well in an exam, having to public speak, starting a new job, learning to drive. There's so many things in our life that are um, going to be cues of danger, especially when they involve a threat of disconnection or a threat of loss of connection with those around us. However, it's important to remember that really anxiety is just this signal that something needs to be addressed. And one of the things that I was taught years ago that really, really helped me was just to really bring attention to it. In other words, um, acknowledge the presence of anxiety. And for me, I was taught to simply like put my hand on my heart, take a deep breath if I could, and just notice and say, like, I see the anxiety. I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling anxious. Repeating it and just bringing awareness to the fact that you are feeling this way. And my experience was the more that I brought attention to this part of me that was feeling anxiety, the more that it started to settle down. And the more that we normalize things, the more that we get to take some power back. And I recognize that dealing with anxiety is a complex problem, and I'm doing a quick video to talk about it. But my hope is that this video gives some things for you to think about. Perhaps it changes your perspective on anxiety because this is a natural part of ourselves that is trying to help us. It is a natural part of ourselves that, in the situations we're faced with, can cause a lot of problems. But ultimately, if we can come back to this realization that it's literally a check engine light that's trying to tell us a message, then we can start to stop being, I guess, at war with this part of ourselves that is actually trying to tell us something. And once we can do that, then we can also then take the next step, which is to hear the message and to bring awareness to what might be needing our attention. So I think I'll leave it there for today. Thanks so much again for watching. If you feel called, please click the subscribe button to get notified of future videos. And if you feel like sharing this video with others, that'd be great. And if you're interested in my work, please take a moment to go to my website, which is in the notes below. And I just wanted to finish by sending you unconditional love, and I will see you next time.